Hello everyone, Nathan here, and welcome to my Piggy Book 2 plus Piggy Book 1 revision tier list. Basically what I mean by that is I'm going to be ranking all the Book 2 maps, along with, like, different ones for Book 1, because in Book 1 I feel like I just gave a bunch of credit to maps I didn't really like, and only took one and, put it in a bad tier, and everything else I gave a good rating, which I do really feel like I wasn't fair to any of the maps. So I, just thought, oh, like, what if I just added in with this? So that's what this is. So basically, the first tier, the best maps, these are maps I play all the time whenever we're in Piggy. I always recommend playing them first. They're really good, and I really love playing them. Next is really good. These are really good maps I also play, but they aren't my go-to choice. They're like, if it's like I already played a map and I'm a bit tired of it, I'll look and go like, oh, I'll play this for a while. Good is like the map that I don't play much, but when I do, it's pretty good. Like something like, I don't know, maybe something in that here. Okay is maps that I don't really like that much, and I may play a bit, and I don't like them at all. I just kind of feel like they're boring, or just the map design isn't like the best. But they're okay. And the last tier, I actually wish this map would drawn in ranch dressing. These are maps I actually despise, I hated playing, and I never want to play them again because I just hate them that much. Normally, these are the ones that I had a bunch of trouble with in my Piggy series. So, without further ado, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, by the way. So you might see, maybe you might see one of your least like a map you hate the most. Maybe like you absolutely despise this map, and you see it in the best maps and you comment down like, Nathan, you're like a disgrace to humanity. Well, first of all, I am, and second of all, look, you can have your own opinion. I really don't like. I do feel like that you like if you like that map or like you hate it, okay, that's your opinion. I'm just saying. This is just what I personally feel like are the best and the worst maps. So if your favorite map is something like, I don't know, like Hospital or something, and I don't like Hospital that much, then you can have your own opinion. I'm not gonna judge you for it. But don't just say that I deserve to die or something because I just like I don't know, like a map that you don't like. Actually, like you can even like comment your own like tier lists of these maps because I do want to see what your opinion is on like all of the maps. Just a little disclaimer before we got in. But without further ado, I'm gonna start off with Book 2, Alleys. Alleys, I feel like when I was playing it, it was a pretty good map. And I didn't really have that much trouble with it. But I wouldn't play it all the time. But I do feel like when I do, it is pretty fun. It's pretty simple. Not as simple as like something like House. So, but I'll put it in good. It's a good first start to Book 2. Next up is Store. Where's Store at? I think... Yeah, Store's right there. Store is just okay. I played it once. It was really easy. Pretty forgettable. I barely remember any of it, but it was, just really basic. Like, for a second chapter, it's not that, like, I mean, it's okay, as the tier says. It's same thing with Station. Like going from house to station is like going from alleys to store. It's like, they don't, I mean, I guess they don't fit that well together. I mean, in the story they do, but, like, if you go to a house from a station, I mean, that makes a bit more sense than going, I mean, I don't know, I'm renting, I guess. But overall, I just think Store's like map design is a bit meh. It's like really easy for a second chapter, and it's just pretty forgettable. But overall, I'd say it's okay. Refinery. Oh, I'm not putting it in that tier. Refinery. I had a bunch of trouble with this map, but I would say it's good. I would like okay, here's the thing. Once I beat a chapter, I can beat it multiple times. Cuz it's like I'm getting used to the chapter and I just can't beat it, and then when I finally do, I can beat it, and usually no problem. If I can't, well, those are usually my least favorite maps cuz I can't ever beat them. Yeah, Refinery, I feel like when you're first playing it, it is really challenging, which is what I had to deal with. I had to deal with a long period of time of not uploading a video about it because it was really difficult for me to get down and stuff. But overall, I'd say it's good. Again, I don't play it that much at all. I've played it like once or twice, but each time it's been good. Next up, Safe Place. Safe Place is a personal favorite of mine. I'm gonna be honest, it's really good. I wouldn't say it's one of the best. I would say it's really good though. The Piggy for it's really cool. I like the elevator thing, as tedious as it may be, but it's like I just feel like the cool like I find it really cool. I can go downstairs, go into different areas, find a bunch of different keys. It's a nice open area. There's a bunch to explore, and I mean it is challenging, but then again, it's a fourth chapter. It's not meant to be really that easy, I guess. Next up, we have. Let's see. I can't remember which one is. Yeah, it would be sewers. Sewers. It's okay. I really don't like sewers that much. It's just like I played it once with my cousin, and while we were playing it, it was just like okay, it just got really confusing. The design of it is like there's like two sides that look exactly the same. They both have like a sewer thing they can go downstairs to. And whenever I think I need to do something there, like I think like wait no, there's not anything on the shelf, so I have to go all the way back across the other side of the map, which I have died before from. So I just kind of feel like the design. I mean, for a sewer, it's good. For gameplay wise, I just don't really feel like it's fun to play, which is probably what a Piggy map should be: challenging but fun. But with that, we move on to Factory. Factory is the first best map. I love the Factory map. It's really cool. I love the design layouts of it, like the prison stuff. I like the Piggy for it. It's really cool. It's the first big fight with the main antagonist. Well, one of the antagonists at least. But it's just it's a really cool thing. The mechanic with Willow is a bit annoying, but other than that, it's a really good map. I definitely recommend playing it. It's just really fun. Next up, after Factory is I'm really trying to remember all of these. Wait, that's it? Welp, I guess that's it for chapter 2. I don't know. I'm guessing this tier list was made before the next thing was made after Factory. Welp. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep this the same, but I'm gonna do the book 1 ones now, and I'll continue on a different tier list, which actually has all of the book 2 maps. All right. So redoing it, I can't remember what I gave any of them the last time, but here we go. First of all, House, it is stolen from it's stolen from Granny, like the first map is. So I would just say it's okay. There's not really that much input I can put on it other than like it is the Granny first chapter. But that's all we can really say about it. Next up, Station. I feel like Station is Station's okay. Again, really forgettable. Just a lot of grays and stuff. The only part where there's a bit of color is the outside area, and that's only in one area, which barely has anything in it. And then there's the car thing. The acid thing is really annoying because you can just be on a platform and slip off unknowingly, which again really sucks, and I really don't like it. So I'd say the map is okay. That's it. All right. Next up is Gallery. Now Gallery, I would say Gallery's good. Where is it? All right. I would say Gallery's good. Gallery's a good enough map. Again, much like the actual tier, it's like I don't play that much. When I do, it's fun. Gallery's that way. I feel like gallery is only fun with a player though, because the bot is like, well, it's a bot, and it's like there's a bunch of corners they can get like around. But as with a player, I feel like it's fun. So if I was counting it as bot, I'd probably say okay. If I was counting as player, I'd say it's good. Next up is Forest. Forest is really good. I play this is like my second favorite map in all of Piggy, book 1. It's just I love the outside scenery. I love like the things like I love like the fire outside. I love how like it's like a nighttime grim kind of feeling. I love the camp, like the cabin thing. I love the like cave mechanic. It's really cool. The only thing keeping it from the best maps is that it's really easy to camp. Like I'm not, I mean every Piggy map is easy to camp, but that one's especially easy because normally players will just like spawn a bunch of traps around the entire area, whereas with like where you can't jump over, whereas with like something like house, they just usually place one trap in front of it which you can jump over if they're distracted or something. But yeah, that's the only thing keeping Force from the best maps, but other than that, it's really good. Alright, after Forest is School. School is another good one. I wouldn't say it's the best, like a really good or like the best maps, but I would say it's good. Again, same thing. It's just I love the layout of it. It's nice. I love the laser thing. The draining thing is cool, but it's just I don't really play it that much because I'm always busy playing like another map or something. But yeah, the School is in my opinion just good. I have 2 YouTube notifications. I wonder what they are. Nah. Alright, after School is... What is after School, actually? It's not Hospital. Or is it? I think it is Hospital, yeah. Hospital. It's okay. I had so much trouble beating it, and it made me so angry. I really don't like Hospital. I wouldn't hate it, but I just don't like it. It's like, just okay. I've played it a few times, beat it twice, but again, like, just each time I played it, I just kind of felt like it was either boring or just dragged. The main theme for it, though, in the beginning is like really cool sounding. That's the only thing I'll give it to it. That's probably what's keeping it from I actually wish this map would drawn in ranch dressing. Alright, so after Hospital is Metro. Metro, another case of I don't play it that much, but when I do, it's fun. With a player, of course, because, well, the bot's not too bad, like, just, again, like most Piggy things, with a player, it's more fun and stuff, especially if you're, like, on a call or, like, with a friend in the room. So yeah, Metro, again, in the case of it's like really good, but only a few times, I guess. But yeah, I do feel like the scenery can get a bit boring. I mean, there's not much you can do with a Metro, other than like a few grays, maybe a bit green, but I really like the container part, the container room thing. And the overall idea that you're trying to escape through a train is pretty cool. But yeah, that's where I put Metro. After Metro is... Isn't it... No, it's not City. It's Carnival. Carnival is the best. Carnival, every time I've played it, it's always been really fun. I've played it to a point where I can beat it in like 5 minutes. So like half the time. Not even like half the time. I can beat it with like 5 minutes, 32 seconds left. So like 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah. Carnival is really fun. Again, the Carnival, the scenery is great. The nighttime thing, I really love it. It's really cool. It's just a fun, colorful map to play. It's just like once you get it's easy. It's like not too hard, not too like like easy or something like that. But yeah, it's just again overall a really fun, colorful map. Definitely recommend to play Carnival, just because it like again it looks great. Next up is City. This is gonna be tough. I don't know where I would put City. I just don't. I'm thinking of I would either put it in good or okay, and I can't decide which one I would put it in. Because on one hand, with okay, it does have a lot of problems with it. Like for some reason, like having two piggies, which one of them is completely useless. So it's basically like one piggy. Like the grandma in it is like really slow, so it's like she can barely ever catch you. And when she does, it's just she's right around a corner. And I feel like the Ellie, like Piggy is like way too fast, especially for like a new player or something. I have gotten to get better at. I have gotten to like getting better at the map, but it's still pretty fast. But on the good side, like the stair thing is cool. I really like the like extinguisher thing. The bomb part's really cool too. I'd probably say good for all the reasons I just listed. While there is two piggies, one of them being useless, another one being slightly overpowered, I do feel like there's a lot of like things in there that are really cool, like traveling around the city to get to places. This is a case where where it's not where like when I play it it's fun, but I barely ever play it. I feel like it's a case where you really have to get used to it to enjoy it. Where you have to be like extreme. All right, well my phone turned off while I was recording this, so that's why like it turns off randomly. Just I'd let you know that. All right, that was a voice crack. Mall, really good. I don't. Do I even have to say it? The scenery in Mall, the colors, the lighting, the crowbar use, the coin, the laser room, the arcade. It's great. It's just it's just an amazing map to play. It's really fun. I love all of the designs for the rooms. It's just a really good looking map, and it plays really well too. Well, I do feel like it does get like again for like from a new player perspective, if you're just joining it, you probably have no idea what to do. But if you're an experienced player who has played the map many times before, it's a really fun time because like I mean again especially with like other players. But yeah, I do feel like Mall is one of the best maps in like Piggy Book 1. It's like top 3 at least. Moving on, Outpost Best Map. This is my all-time favorite Piggy map, period. There's no other map like it. I love just running around. I love the tank part, like the scenery, while it does get really repetitive at times. It's just such a fun map to play. I just love playing it, like running around up the stairs, down the stairs, jumping off of stair things, like unlocking the door to like the plant area, being in the chapter. Like every time it just never really gets old. Outpost is one of those maps to me where it always feels like I'm experiencing it for the first time. Like in a weird way. It's like it feels like I've played it before. It's like deja vu, even though I've played it before. Like many times, But every time like whether I'm with my cousin or my friend or my sister or something, I'll always like whenever we're playing Piggy, I'll always say like Outpost and like wait to hear their reaction or whatever, or see if they want to play it. If they don't, I am fine with it, but nah. Usually I just want to play some other map. And finally, we get to Plant. I feel like Plant is really good. It's not the best, though. Not by a long shot. Now, this might be the most controversial of it. Not playing Plant on the best. But let me explain myself. With Plant, I feel like one of the only things keeping it back is Mr. P himself. Him shooting is one of the most coolest and one of the most upright, annoying things that has ever happened in Piggy. Now, I have had so many times where I've been so close to beating it, and not even the Piggy gets me. It's the stupid, like, laser bullet thing. And that's it. That's all that happens is I get shot by it, and that's it. Game over. I have to restart from the beginning. That is the only thing keeping this from being the best. Other than that, it's a really good map. Alright, okay. So, overall, for now, Piggy Book 2 tier list, and now that, I don't know why I'm saying this. This, for now, is the Book 2 tier list, with Store and Sewers being okay, Alleys and Refinery being good, Safe Place being really good, and Factory being one of the best. And the Piggy Book 2 things, this is basically my updated list. So far, none of the maps have made it to the I actually wish this map would run in range dressing phase, but we will get to there. But yeah, so this is my tier list for now. So House, Station, Hospital are just okay. Gallery, School, Metro, and City are good. Plant and Forest are really good. Carnival, Mall, and Outpost are the best. So, I think it's time we move on to the rest of Book 2. Alright, I have found a new one. Now, I have a placeholder area right here, which I will put all of the maps into that I have not yet rated. So, I need to just put these in here for now. Just so I can easily take them. Don't know what that is, but... Alright, good. I hate the ads on this. Also, I've changed the drowning and ranch dressing to I want this to drown in a bucket of cement while being lit on, not fire. Because I've decided that I need to show more rage. I don't know. There's also, also this one has distraction and heist, which is pretty nice. Oh wait, it's already there. Never mind. Alright. I think... No, hold on. Chapter 12, 7... Okay, so I'm missing Chapter 6. And Chapter 11, apparently. Okay, I'm looking for Chapter 6, and I can't... Oh wait, it's... Wait, I don't even need Chapter 6. It's Factory. So, okay, so I do have all of them. Okay, 8... No, I don't have 9. Chapter 9. No, it's 7. Alright, I cannot see some of these, so I'm sorry if I can't read it. Anyways, continuing off of chapter of Factory. Chapter 7, Docks. I think it was good. I think that Docks is a good chapter, pretty underrated. I think it's a really cool chapter, but also I don't play it that much. But again, when I do, it's really fun. The dude they use for it is really cool. Like how like it's like a submarine man or whatever. But yeah, so I just think that Docks is just good. Next up, we have Ship. Ship is also, I would say, really good. Ship, again, the scenery in it is really cool. It really does feel like you're on a ship. The foggy atmosphere is really cool. I just feel like overall it's a pretty good chapter. What keeps it from being the best map is, again, it can be really difficult to kind of squeeze through the tight little hallways, and also know where the piggy is. The piggy's also really fast, which, again, makes it not that fun to play with a bot, but yes, with a player. Afterwards, we have Chapter 9, which I cannot remember what it's called. Okay, I don't remember what Chapter 9 is called. I remember playing it, though. It's like, okay. I feel like Chapter 9 was okay. It was very forgettable, even though it did have that, moose guy, which was really cool. And it did have Pony getting injured, but he was fine afterwards, and, again, it's not that memorable, and it was not the best, I guess. But overall, I think it was fine, wasn't too bad. But yeah, okay. Next up is Chapter 10, which I also can't remember. I really can't remember some of these. Even though, how do I remember the older ones more than the newer ones? I'm pretty sure I know what some of these are, though. So the PLE one is Chapter 10. Oh, Temple. Alright. Okay, I don't think... Yeah, okay, so Temple. If this is Temple... Well, okay. Temple. The one with the spider in it. The one where you go down into a cave-like thing. Temple is an actual abomination of a chapter. I hate Temple. I found it so annoying how you had to run back and forth between things. I hate the stupid puzzle and how it was so dumb. And I could barely figure it out by how dumb, the placement of, the riddles or whatever were. It's so bad. And there's so many, little corridors which you can get stuck on, and the piggy and the stupid spider thing can just go up to you and kill you. And again, it has this weird tracking thing where if you go up something, it'll go this way different route, which somehow leads to you dying. It's such a difficult chapter, and I just feel like it should be just a bit easier. I absolutely despised playing Temple, and I hate it. It's literally the worst. Again, you can have your own opinion, but still, I just hate Chapter 10. It's by far my least favorite map, period. I hate it. Alright. Okay, just remember Chapter 11 is Camp. Camp is one of the best. Probably the best. Much like Outpost, it's just such a fun, a cool, open area. I love how it gets really foggy, but then slowly gets, less and less foggy as it gets darker. These are the types of chapters I like. Chapters that do stuff really cool. You'll see that in a minute after I rank Lab. So yeah, Chapter 11, really good. Just like Outpost, it's literally just like Outpost, but in a snow setting, and a bit more exploration-wise. I would even say Camp is better than Outpost, just by a little bit though. I feel like they're both almost equally as good. Lab, Chapter 12. This might be another controversial pick. I think it's just good. Here's the thing about Lab. The layout's nice. It's pretty cool. It's genuinely a really cool map. It's got a beacon thing. So, why is it just good? See, there's this puzzle thing in there where you have to memorize a pattern of green squares. And basically, what you have to do is like there's like an area, like a room full of rooms that have the same pattern as that keypad. You have to go into the rooms have the green button on them. So let's say it's like there's like 9 buttons in like a keypad form. In like the top left one is green. You have to go into the room and go to the top left. Here's the thing: the entrance you go into to get to the keypad actual room is it's like flipped. So instead of going to the top left, you go to the top. No, you'd have to go to the bottom left. That was so confusing for me, and it was never explained in any video I watched on how to beat it. Until I found this one video that did explain it, but still, I think it's so dumb that one of the main ways and easiest ways to get into the room makes it flipped. It's so unbelievably stupid how it does that. And something else that I hate about this chapter is that when you get to the final thing, you know, if you're a Piggy fan, if you remember back in Chapter 12, Plant, a much better chapter than Lab, you know how in the ending part, it goes all dark and like it's like, oh, I remember all these chapters, now it's like split up into a bunch of parts. That was a really cool part. It does the same thing kind of here, but this time it's like Willow and Tiggery are fighting in the middle. Well, they're kind of sitting there, but you have to go into these room things and pick up different things and use them on different rooms. But here's the thing: with all that dumb puzzle stuff and all the other things, unlocking everything leaves you with almost always leave you with 1 minute. You have to be so quick in getting it. This is one of the main reasons why I didn't even beat Chapter 12, because it's just way too difficult. I couldn't remember anything in the darker rooms in that last final scene. So I had to look around to go into a room, find nothing, and then waste time, look in a different room, see nothing, waste more time until I would get to the final room, find something, and then there's like 5 seconds left. And then I would die. This is the only thing, and the only reason why it's that good is because of those 2 reasons. Other than that, the layout's kind of good. The Piggy, while it is pretty fast, it doesn't feel unfairly fast. Except for the vent thing, that can be kind of unfair sometimes when it jump scares you or something. You don't really have time to react. But other than that, I just think it's good. It's 100% not a case where it's fun whenever I play it. No, it's actually terrible. You know what? I'm moving it to okay. That's it. And now we get on to the extra maps. Distraction and Heist. Heist is good. I'm just going to say really good. Just because it's just Heist but a bit different. But it's really cool because it has... Basically, when you spawn in as Willow. As you probably saw from the last video. If you watched the last video. But basically, you spawn in as Willow. Well, I spawned in as her first, though. But if you die, and then you go back in, you spawn as either Pony or Willow. And I just think that's really cool. How it differentiates. Because, like, no other map does that, I think. Well, not, like, changing the characters, like, just, like, oh, instead of playing as your character, you play as like, as Zizzy or something. Like in Distraction. But no, like, it actually changes it up. Which, for Roblox coding, is pretty cool. That's why I put it at really good. Again, I can't put it at the best because, well, it's still basically just Heist. But yeah, that's what makes it go up above Heist. And now Distraction. Distraction is good. Distraction is just like distorted memory, but it's more confusing. So basically, it's just Chapter 3, but all distorted and like glitched out, kind of. There's this really cool thing where you take a sword and fight this monster thing coming out of this portal. You unlock a room. But other than that, it's just kind of good. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's not the worst. And that is my tier list for the rest of the Piggy Book 2 chapters. So, Temple, worst. Hope it dies. Uh, Chapter 9, Chapter 12 are just okay. Distraction and Chapter 7 are just good. Heist and Ship are really good, and Camp is the best. So overall, that's the tier list. It's kind of sad that I'm ending off the Piggy series, but I've kind of been needing to get this done. It was like one of the only things I could focus on when I was making all those other videos. I was thinking like I just need to finish this. But yeah, now the series is officially over. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to, but I don't really care. And goodbye.